when it comes to your relationship to food, this is definitely the one thing that no one is telling you. There are 4 key things that are going to either create a bad relationship or good relationship to food. Number 1, how you see yourself. Number 2, how you feel about how you see yourself. 3, the thoughts that come to your head about how you feel towards your body. Number 4, this is the crucial one, your action steps that you create based on what you see, that makes you feel a certain way, that creates certain thoughts, takes you to certain action steps. So if you look in the mirror and you say to yourself that you're fat, like call yourself fat, or you pick at yourself on all the things that's wrong about you constantly and you're always in this negative self-talk, that's going to make you feel a certain way. If you feel that you don't like what you see in the mirror, whether it's a body part or you just feel like your body in general is not where you want it to be and you're constantly criticizing, that's going to create guilt, shame, disappointment, and self-loathing. And that is such a destructive place to be in mentally. Those feelings create this panic, this thought of like, I hate how I feel. So how do I get myself out of this situation as fast as I can? I don't want to feel like this anymore. It feels terrible. So you end up doing the opposite of what you should do because you want to get rid of those terrible feelings as fast as you can. Those feelings also create comparison. So you start thinking, I want to look like her. I want to look like her. I don't want to look like this anymore. And these thoughts just create this really negative place, which in turn takes you to your action steps. So how you see yourself creates a feeling, which creates certain thoughts, and all those things push you towards certain action steps. And you know what those action steps usually are? Quick fixes. Diets, cutting out everything you love when it comes to food because you feel like that is what healthy is or living healthy is. You start getting into punishing behavior. So not even just cutting stuff off like, oh, you've been bad, so you can't eat this anymore. It's also punishing behavior in the sense of how you approach your workouts. You start doing things only because you hate how you look, instead of doing it because you love who you are and you love your body and respect it. Now, once you create all these action steps based on what you see, how you feel, how you think, then all of a sudden you're like, oh my goodness, this sucks. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm bored, I'm eating all the same things all the time, I'm not enjoying what I'm eating. You become super overwhelmed, like, oh my goodness, like you're trying to do everything perfect and it becomes so overwhelming. And then what it does is it leaves a bad taste in your mouth about healthy living. You're assuming that healthy living is torture when it is not. You just haven't found your harmonic path towards it because you see yourself in a certain way. And until you get past that, your action steps and everything that you do, you can go on a diet, you can go on a workout plan, but if you do not see yourself differently, you will end up back where you are continuously. It has to change before you can start any journey, because otherwise you're just gonna always fall back into those old habits. That's why I always say what goes on in here and what goes on in here are crucial to you obtaining your goals and sustaining them. You cannot sustain a path that creates no pleasure for you. You cannot sustain a path that is void of anything that makes sense for your lifestyle. You can't sustain anything that is super restrictive for a long period of time. So the moral of the story, change how you see yourself. Change how you see yourself first. That will change how you feel. That will change how you think. And that will change your action steps. And I'm telling you, it will change your life.